So what can I do for you, sir? So I was watching late night TV. Oh no, here we go. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing, sir, nothing. Please continue. So like I said, I was watching late night TV and one of those commercials came on and said, do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS? And I was like, why do they always say if you owe $10,000 or more? I owe the IRS $8,450.99. So what happens since it's not more than $10,000 like the commercials say? It means that you qualify for a guaranteed installment agreement. A guaranteed who? Not a who, a what. You qualify for a guaranteed payment plan. So I can offer the IRS $25 a month and they have to take it. If certain conditions are met, then yes, they would have to take it. Man, I don't believe you. That's not what I saw on the internet. Kids, this is exactly why certain people should not believe everything that they see on the internet. Do you have 6 minutes right now? If so, join me on the other side and learn how if you owe the IRS $10,000 or less in tax debt, you can make them an offer that they simply can't refuse. Let's go. Welcome to Minding My Money Mondays, a common sense talk about money matters. It's me, Jared Rogers CPA, back with another episode. So do you owe the IRS less than $10,000? Well, whenever you see tax resolution firms advertise, you'll usually see or hear a qualifier that says something to the effect of, if you owe the IRS at least $10,000, then give us a call. The reason for this is that if you owe the IRS less than $10,000, there's a provision in the tax code that requires them to accept your proposal to pay them in monthly installments if you meet certain requirements. In fact, you don't even need to provide them with your financial data to qualify. This is why it's called a guaranteed installment agreement. To qualify for a guaranteed installment agreement, you must 1. Owe only income tax, not any other types of tax, like payroll or excise tax. 2. Have properly filed and paid all tax returns during the 5 years prior to accumulating the tax debt. 3. Not be able to pay the tax immediately out of savings or other means. 4. Pay the tax fully within 3 years, meaning that the payment plan cannot exceed 36 months. 5. File and pay all tax returns on time, meaning before April the 15th during the period of the installment agreement. 6. Not have had an active installment agreement during the past 5 years. And lastly, 7. Owe less than $10,000 in tax, not including penalties and interest. So if you can say yes to all 7 of these conditions, then the IRS by law has to allow you to pay your back tax debt using a payment plan. One beautiful thing about guaranteed installment agreements is that the normal legal minimum monthly payment of $25 per month does not apply. So yes, you can actually offer payments lower than $25 a month, say for instance only $10 per month, as long as that will fully pay off your debt within 36 months, then they have to grant you the request. Now, if the IRS accepts your request, you must make all the installment agreement payments on time or the agreement may terminate. Additionally, the agreement can also be terminated if you file future tax returns late or fail to pay the balance owed before April 15th. Now for some insider talk. Everyone should know that guaranteed installment agreements can be granted by the lowest level collections employees of the IRS without managerial approval. So all you really have to do to set it up is make one phone call to the Automated Collection System or ACS, wait on hold for like an hour, talk to a human for all of like 10 minutes, and bam, you're done. If you're not sure where to call to set up your payment plan, then simply dial the number on the upper right hand corner of any notices you've been receiving and you'll more than likely be connected to ACS. If you don't have any notices or you can't find copies of what was sent to you, simply call the IRS at 1-800-829-1040 and select the option that states that your account is currently with ACS. Now, what if you don't want to talk to the IRS to set up your payment plan? Then simply follow either of these 2 steps. Visit irs.gov select Pay at the top of the screen, select Payment Plan, and then click the button that says Apply Revise as an Individual. You'll then be taken to the IRS's Online Payment Agreement, or OPA tool. To apply by mail when you visit, go to Forms and Instructions, type in 9465 in the search bar, click the link for Form 9465 Installment Agreement Request, print out this form, fill it out, then simply mail the application to the address on the form. It's that simple. When applying for a guaranteed installment agreement, here are some other helpful tips. 1. Figure out how much you can pay each month before you start the process. Make sure the payment you suggest is enough to pay off the balance, interest, and penalties within 36 months. 2. If you aren't sure what payment to suggest, divide your balance by 30. That gives you some cushion to cover the interest and penalties while also ensuring you pay your balance off quickly. 3. When you set up the agreement, you have to choose a date for your payment. Make sure that that date works for your monthly budget, as it has to be the same date each and every month. It's also important to know that it can't be later than the 28th, since February only has 28 days. 4. Now there is a setup fee to establish your agreement, but don't worry, this fee is typically just deducted out of your first payment. At the time of this video, the setup fee is $31 for direct debit agreements done through the OPA tool and $149 for all other OPA agreements, meaning ones where you don't let the IRS take the payment automatically from your bank account and you mail them a check. If you don't use the OPA tool and you mail in your request, these fees rise to $107 and $225 respectively. If your income is under a certain amount, you may only have to pay $43 to set up. Do keep in mind, as with all things IRS, although they are guaranteed by law, penalties and interest continue to accrue during these and all other installment agreement types. Because of this, you may decide it's in your best interest to fully pay any balances due as soon as you possibly can. And with that, kids, it's a wrap. That's all we've got for this episode. If you have any questions that you would like us to answer in a future episode, you can send it to questions@makemymoneymakesense.com. That's questions@makemymoneymakesense.com. And if you never want to miss another money saving tip, simply hit subscribe below and click on the little bell icon and you'll receive notifications every time a new video is posted. Also, if you found value in this episode, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with your friends. So like I always say, kids, it's been fun, it's been real. I'm Jared Rogers, and until we meet again, let's all continue to mind my money, and I will see you all next Monday. Take care.